Hey everybody, Aaron Dillon here, Managing Director of AG Dillon & Co. I got a pre-IPO company update for the week ending February 2, 2024. Let's get into it. Elon Musk announced the first human patient received a brain implant from Neuralink, marking a significant advancement in enabling humans to control computers with their minds. This is wild stuff. The initial trial, approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration in May, targeted individuals with quadriplegia from cervical spinal cord injuries, or ALS, aiming to facilitate computer operation through thought. It will enable control of your phone or computer and through them almost any device just by thinking, Musk said. This is intense stuff. Neuralink's debut product, called Telepathy, promises to control device control through thought, especially benefiting those who have lost limb function. The company anticipates performing 11 surgeries in 2024. If these first-in-human trials go well, Neuralink will move on to a quote-unquote feasibility study and finally, quote-unquote, a pivotal study. So commercial product is still years away. Neuralink has a $3.9 billion secondary market implied valuation. That's 12.5% above its last primary round in November of 2023. Controlling a computer with your thoughts and accessing the internet with your thoughts. All this stuff is coming. It's just truly, truly incredible stuff. In the bankruptcy case of the crypto exchange FTX, customers and creditors who substantiated their losses are likely to recover fully. According to statements made to the overseeing judge, the process involves sifting through millions of claims to eliminate fraudulent ones, with restructuring advisors indicating that the goal of full reimbursement is ambitious but achievable. This is nuts, despite significant obstacles. Efforts to revive or sell the FTX crypto exchange were halted due to prohibitive costs and risks, particularly given the disarray left by Sam Bankman-Fried's management team. I can't imagine anybody wants to trade with FTX. This brand is totally tarnished. Since FTX has collapsed in late 2022, the restructuring team has nearly doubled its cash reserves from approximately $2.3 billion to $4.4 billion by the end of 2023, aiming to untangle a complex debt web. During a court hearing, U.S. bankruptcy judge John Dorsey established that the claim sizes would be determined based on the amounts owed at the time of FTX's bankruptcy filing, addressing concerns from customers about the valuation of their claims relative to fluctuating digital asset prices. I think Bitcoin's come up since that filing went in. So people wanted this higher price, not the lower one. The case in the U.S. bankruptcy court for the District of Columbia, or Delaware, underscores the intricate legal and financial challenges in resolving the fallout from FTX's bankruptcy. FTX owed its 50 largest creditors $3.1 billion. The company posted a $32.5 billion valuation in January of 2022. That was the high point. FTX invested $500 million in Anthropic AI at a $4 billion post-money valuation. I have that at 12.5% of the company. Anthropic is currently in the market seeking to raise at an $18 billion valuation. So excluding dilution, that's a 3,500% return for FTX's Anthropic shares that would be worth around $2.25 billion. Again, it's probably a little less than that with dilution, but that's still a big portion of that $3 billion plus that they owe to creditors. So it appears that Anthropic invested in AI saved the day for FTX investors. Astera Labs, a startup specializing in data center components for giants like Amazon Web Services and Microsoft, is eyeing a March IPO with a valuation reaching $4 billion, up from $3.15 billion in 2022. The company, benefiting from the generative AI boom, is planning to publicly file its IPO prospectus this month, February, with Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan leading the offering as investment banks. Astera, which was profitable last year, had over 200 employees as of October. That's a lot of money for each of those respective employees. So I hope this thing does well for them. It's projecting significant revenue increase from $250 million to $300 million in the current year, up from about $50 million in the fourth quarter of the previous year. That's fast growth, really fast revenue growth. This gives the company a 13x to 16x revenue multiple, which seems reasonable for revenue growth that fast. This growth trajectory positions Astera as one of the fastest growing and potentially smallest tech firms by sales to aim for a public listing in the near term amidst a cautious IPO market that includes companies like Reddit and Rubrik. Astera's offerings are crucial for AI-focused data center infrastructure, serving as a key component in connecting server chips, memory, storage, and networking equipment, riding on the demand surge from NVIDIA's graphic processing units, or GPUs. Okay, I typically only publish research on pre-IPO stocks, but I believe Apple's new Vision Pro headset is going to create a space for a whole new segment of pre-IPO technology companies, not dissimilar to what the iPhone did for app-based companies that we have in the S&P 500 today. And the iPhone came out in 2008, like 14, 15 years ago. So Apple Vision Pro's headset, which is debuting at a $3,500 price point, represents the company's most significant product launch since the Apple Watch in April of 2015. The headset offers an immersive spatial computing experience, allowing users to interact with digital worlds while still being aware of their physical surroundings. This is called augmented reality, or AR. Despite its high price, analysts expect Apple to move around 400,000 units, generating $1.4 billion in revenue in 2024. The Vision Pro was powered by an M2 processor and supports over 1 million iPhone and iPad apps, along with a dedicated app store of 600 apps specifically designed for Vision Pro. I guarantee that number is going to go up much, much higher than 600 in the coming year. The device introduces a new interface controlled by eye movements and finger gestures, so no keyboard or mouse. It's offering a variety of virtual environments for work or relaxation. The Vision Pro is seen as a groundbreaking step in computing, potentially shaping the future of virtual and augmented reality experiences. Mark my words, we will all be using a Vision Pro or something like it in a few years' time for both work and personal use. These devices will only get smaller and less expensive. I anticipate we're going to have some kind of like eye contacts and earpiece will be kind of the final version of this hardware technology. I believe augmented reality, AI, and photorealistic avatars, so that's like an exact real-time representation of yourself in AR, will be adopted really quickly by people. So imagine having dinner with relatives that live across the country at your own dinner table, with the Vision Pro inserting them into your exact dining room and you into their exact dining room. So you're having dinner in person, but you're across the country. It's so lifelike that your brain cannot tell that these people are digitally represented. Imagine this for business meetings. As an investor, I believe these technologies will dramatically impact business travel and result in massive negative impacts to the airline, hotel, and tourism industries. So who wants to pay for business travel if they don't have to? I don't. Offices could be fully digital, so people can live wherever they want to be and be quote unquote in the office with photorealistic avatars every day. Ultimately, I believe this is going to bring people closer together as we move away from kind of like a 2D social media on screen to more of a 3D or kind of spatial digital experience. And to this technology, I think this Vision Pro and kind of augmented reality is very human, in my opinion. Okay, last up, we got pre-IPO stock performance as of January 29, 2024. This week's winners, we got Cohere at 25.2% up, Revolut up 11.8%, Epic Games up 11.2%, Rippling up 9.1%, Discord up 8.9%. Big losers this week, Sync was down 29.2%, Brex was down 12.7%, Deal down 6.9%, Flexport down 6.1%, Anthropic down 5.2%. Top valuations, we got ByteDance at $285 billion, SpaceX at $185, OpenAI at $92 billion, Stripe at $57 billion, Databricks at $48 billion, all lead in top valuations. If you want to see more current valuations or performance, just go to X and look for my tag, Aaron G. Dillon. Okay, that's it for me this week. If you have any pre-IPO stock research needs, please reach out. Thanks, and see you guys next week.